how to stop.
They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Lock in. Hey, 18.
On second down, Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cortland Sutton, 92 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. They go play action now. Taylor. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll try and throw for it here. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Gotta go.
On the handoff, it's Michel. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor back into his end zone. And it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Taylor from his end zone on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Slow. Z.
Taylor will throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
18. Blue.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Trubisky back into his end zone, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Slow.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. Touchdown, Packers! James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Steps away to his left. Underneath for Miller. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Lock in. Ran, up. Lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Taylor now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Slow. Two jet. Z.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lock in. Lock in.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Going top shelf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 18. Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Lock in.
Trubisky will throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. but you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, Miller. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Lock it, lock it. Lock it, lock it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Taylor on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Slow. Z.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
A give. This is Michelle. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And a nice spin into some open field. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side here with Michelle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bag play.
On third down, Taylor. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Slow.
They'll try to sneak with Taylor. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Taylor to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Move. 18. Lock in.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Packers on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Steps away to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Coming left is Michel. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call.